to the chapel and we're gone again.
Hi, this is your event chef Muslim. Planning a wedding can be a big deal, and then because it involves a lot of opinion, it only makes sense that there are conflicts during the planning stage. And oftentimes I've come to realize that a lot of couples fight a lot during this stage. Yes, you think you know your spouse, wait until you start planning your wedding, and then you realize that there's a lot you don't know yet because there's just so much to fight about. But then how then do you reduce this conflict during the planning stage of your wedding? The first thing you must do is you must have the talk. You see, you cannot take that out of your planning stage. You must sit down first and count the cost. Discuss your dreams, discuss your plans. Because you guys are two individuals, you have two different perceptions of how you want your wedding to go. So it's best to sit down at first to talk about everything. What do you want? How do you want the wedding to be? How do we want the wedding to be funded? Talk about everything, because you see, if you take out the gray area at the initial point, at the beginning, it helps reduce the amount of conflict that you have. You should try that and you see it works. The second thing you might want to consider is making sure that you don't make any big decisions without your spouse. Somebody comes up and says, oh, we want to do this, oh, we want to do that. Tell them I'd like to discuss that with my spouse first. Don't make hasty decisions without each other, because guess what? You just started your life, or you're about to start your lives together. Make sure that whatever decisions that you have to make, it goes through your spouse first and your spouse agrees to that. Because one of the major things that causes conflict during the planning stage is you make a decision without your spouse and your spouse goes, why didn't you tell me? Why did you tell them yes? Why did you tell them no? You shouldn't have spoken to them like that. You shouldn't have agreed to that. To avoid all of that, just tell whoever it is needs to be answered at that point that I have to get back to you because I need to talk to your spouse. That just shows a sign of respect. And guess what? It shows that you thought about it and then you put your spouse into consideration. The third thing you might want to think about, and which is the final thing, is to make sure that you're diplomatic through this phase. Make sure that when you even have conflict, if in any case it happens, make sure that there are ways to resolve it. Avoid third parties. Don't carry it, don't expand what the matter is at the moment. I get that you're upset about something, or there's a conflict that you need to resolve instantly. Make sure that you avoid third parties, because guess what? You're going to get married, and in your marriage, you don't want to start involving third party into, matters that you're upset about or conflict that you can't resolve at that point. Make sure that both of you and your spouse have a sit down, and then you talk about how would we go about conflict when they arise. I'm sure if you think about this process, it would help you manage and reduce conflict during your wedding planning stage.